Hello students. Today we are just continuing your previous chapter, so let's get started. Class 4th, we are continuing your chapter number 9, that is your geometry, and today we are starting a new topic of your, that is your circle. Okay? A circle is a collection of all those points, say P, each of which is at a constant distance from a fixed point in that plane. Okay, now what is the meaning of this definition? I have drawn a circle over here. Okay, and you can see that this is an arc, a continuous arc. Okay, so here I am having so many points and I consider one point as P. Okay, I am taking one point as P. So a circle is a collection of all those points. Say P. I have taken one point as P, which is at a constant distance from a fixed point. This is the fixed point, okay? And this P point is at a constant distance from this fixed point. Whether you will take this P over here or you take a point P over here, they all are at a constant distance from a fixed point. Clear? This distance from a fixed point to the boundary of the circle, or you can say to any point P to a circle, is known as your R. R means radius. Clear? You denote this radius with using your small r. So this is your radius. So if I consider this C, so CP, what is your CP? CP is your radius. Okay, and radius is always denoted by small r. So small r is equals to CP. Clear? Now what is this C? The C is the center of circle. C is the center of circle. Okay, so the distance from the center to any point P on the boundary of the circle is known as your radius, and this point from which you are having constant distance of any point P is known as your center of a circle. Clear? Next we are having chord of a circle. So what is your chord? I have drawn a circle over here. So a line segment joining any 2 points of a circle. Okay, here we are having one point, another point is here. So a line segment joining any 2 points of a circle is known as its chord. So here if I have drawn a line segment which is joining a point A and B, so here AB is a chord. Okay, similarly if you draw a line segment like this, so you can see that it is joining circle at 2 points, one in this one and another one at this one, and you consider it as E and F. So EF is your chord. So what is your chord? A line segment joining 2 points in a circle. Okay. Next we have diameter of a circle. Now what is your diameter? Here I have drawn a circle. And suppose I draw a chord like this which passes through the center. Okay, it is a chord I have drawn which passes through the center. Why it is a chord? Because it is touching the circle at 2 different points. Okay, so the diameter is the longest chord of the circle, or you can say the chord which passes through the center is known as your diameter of a circle. So if I draw a chord like this which passes through the center, okay, it is a chord, it is touching the circle at 2 points, one here, another one is here, okay, and it is passing through the center. So this is the diameter of a circle. Now next we are having a relationship between the diameter of a circle and the radius of a circle. So if this is your center and this I consider as your radius R, okay, it is at a constant distance from center to any point P. And if I draw it like this also, so this is also radius from point C to point Q. This is also radius, okay, and you can see that QP is a diameter from here to here. It is your diameter, okay. So you can write D is equals to 2R. Clear? Why? Because this is total D and 1 plus 1. It will be 2R. So this is the relationship between the diameter of a circle and the radius. That twice of radius is equals to diameter. Clear? This relationship is very important. You can find the value of r from it, like r is equals to d by 2, or if they have given you d, you can find r, and if they have given you r, you can find the diameter of a circle. Clear? Now students, we will do one question from your exercise 9.4, and we are doing your first question, and it is of it's part D. Okay, in this question they have given you a circle and they have asked you that what is the center, radius, diameter and chord of the circle. Okay, so here I have drawn the circle. First come to your center. I told you this point from which we have a constant distance. This point is known as your center. So its center is L. Clear? Now come to your radius. I told you what is the radius? That the constant distance from the center point to the circumference or to the outer boundary of the circle. So this is your radius, that is LP. Okay, then LM and LN. These three are of your radius. Okay, from center to the boundary, from center to the boundary, and this was also from center to the boundary of the circle. Okay, now next is your diameter. I told you the diameter is the longest chord of the circle passing through the center. Now MN is your diameter. Why? Because it is passing through the center and it is the longest chord of your circle. So this is your, MN. This is your diameter. Now chord, I told you what is a chord? That a line segment which touches the 2 points in a circle. So you can see that MO is touching 2 points in a circle. So one chord is MO, another one is ON. Next is your NT and MN also. Why MN? Because though MN is its diameter, diameter is the longest chord of the circle. So in this way you have to do the rest of the part of your question number 1. Okay. Next we will do B part of your question number 2. Now in this question they have given you the radius, and what you have to find? You have to find the diameter. Okay. I told you relation that the diameter is equals to twice of radius. Okay. So D is equals to 2. If there is no sign in between them, you will put a sign of multiply. Now what is your radius they have given you? They have given you 25. Now 25 to the 50. So the diameter of the circle whose radius is 25 centimeter is 50 centimeter. Okay. Now in question number 3, they have given you the diameter and you have to find the radius. Again we will go with the same formula, that diameter is equals to twice of radius. Now you have to find the radius. I told you when there is no sign between them, it's a multiplication over here. Now you have to find the value of r. It means you have to remove this 2 from this side. Now if it is in multiply, it will go to the other side of equals to and becomes in division. So your r is equals to d by 2, or radius is equals to half of diameter. You can learn this formula like this also. Okay, that r is equals to d by 2. So r is equals to, what is the value of diameter? 36 by 2. When you cut it, it will come 18. So radius is equals to 18 centimeter. So you have to remember this formula, that diameter is equals to twice of radius and radius is equals to half of diameter. By using these two formula, you can find radius or diameter, whatever you have to find when they have given you the other term. Okay. So student, practice these kinds of questions. Till then, take care.